A favorite debating point of yours, inequality and ways to tackle that. You've been a proponent of growth and the philosophy that growth will lift all boats, whereas there are others who want redistribution of income. Now, what is the empirical evidence to show that the growth argument is more powerful than?
No, this was one of the essays we covered
Yes,
in the
that's
collection
right.
of essays.
That's right.
And no, first of all, these both are not conflicting goals, they are complementary goals. All I'm saying is growth is necessary, it is a precondition for us to distribute, and therefore, and definitely extreme levels of inequality have proven to be problematic for growth to be sustained. So this, as we say, between inflation and growth, that there is no trade-off in the medium term. And monetary policy targeting framework is based on the principle that there is no trade-off between the two in the medium term. Similarly, there is no trade-off between the two. Both are complementary, both are necessary to be tackled. And that is where, in fact, growth provides the governments with the financial resources, tax income, to be able to undertake distribution policies.
Correct.
Which can lift other segments of the population that need to be provided a leg up to be able to participate. However, it's equally important to focus on the fact that there is, in development literature, there is the center versus periphery argument that when economic opportunities arise, it's usually those who are at the center of economic activity tend to participate more actively first, but the periphery has to be drawn in. So it will be the case that there will be a lag between the positive impact of growth on center versus the periphery. And the periphery has to be slowly brought into the mainstream. And this is where I think policies on education or health, or whether it is health insurance, Ayushman Bharat schemes, or skilling initiatives, all those things will open up opportunities for the periphery to move into the mainstream. So it is not as if distribution implications or policies have been forgotten. In fact, many of those policies are explicitly aimed at ensuring that the fruits of economic growth are distributed widely and fairly. It is making sure that opportunities are distributed much more equally. And I think that is where the government is focused on. And again, since many of these areas like health, education, and labor markets involve both local governments, state governments, and union government, therefore distribution policies are a collective responsibility of all these governments, national and subnational. So I do not trivialize the importance of distribution. It matters, but between the two, whether we look at inequality or whether we ensure that absolute poverty comes down, it is more important to ensure that absolute poverty comes down. And secondly, it's equally important, you spoke about data in one of your early questions. It's very important to also make sure that we measure inequality correctly, the measurement and data issues. If we are adding financial wealth. In fact, there are periods during stock market crashes when inequality measures have come down.
That's that in your paper, right?
Yeah. But is that really the way you want to bring down inequality? So the way the inequality is measured and represented, also without taking into account taxes and transfers, there is a lot of noise rather than information in some of these indicators and the way they are projected.